Juan Sarmiento, and today is Thursday, December the 3rd. Okay, I'm going to start with my possible trades that I have considered, and that included Apple. Turns out that there is a bit of a skew there, too much of a skew between front month and back month, so that precludes me from choosing that. And the earnings weren't that good really, so in the end I decided not to. Let's take a quick look at Apple here. And it looks like it's doing a triangle, so it could break in either direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it could break to the upside, it looks like. But the volatility is a little high. Anyway, it didn't quite measure up. The earnings were ahead of expectations, but not by a whole lot. So anyway, I decided not to. Then I consider PayPal. In this case, it's just not liquid enough. And you know, when I enter the data here, the difference between the mid and the natural is too wide. Usually 3% will be what I want. And also the current percentile is kind of high. If you take a look here, let's put PayPal. Yeah, the IV percentile obviously was a good opportunity a little far back. The earnings were good, beat by a wide margin, but in the end I decided not to. Okay, the volatility is already risen quite a bit, so it would have been a better candidate last week. Okay, let's go to Starbucks, and this seems to be working okay. All the items here, they beat by a wide margin. The volatility skew is low, less than 3%. The liquidity is also, the difference between mid and natural is less than 3%, and the current IV percentile is low. Let's take a quick look here, SBUX. You can see that it's hitting new highs. The earnings were really good, and so this is a good time to enter that. So let's do that right away. Let's not wait any longer. And we have, the price is $17.83 for one lot. So I'm doing 5 so that when I create the trade, create duplicate, confirm and send, then I see here that I will be trading 10% of my account. 94,000, this will be 8,900. Send that. And the expiration here is December 31st, that's less than a month from now, but the long month is March. You can see here that, let's see, the March 19th is 106 days from now. We could consider actually January 8th. Let's see if that is any better for the short side. And probably not a whole lot. The volatility is about the same. The price will be less. That's good. I would say let's do this January instead. So I'm going to cancel that. It hasn't filled yet. And then say analyze and enter this. Create duplicate, confirm and send. And let's say we can say multiple accounts, and then here change this to, if I were to do one more, it will be too much, $10,000. So let's keep it at 5. Okay. We'll wait until that happens. And then my other one that I was considering was Dollar Tree. And Dollar Tree has the problem that is not liquid enough, and the current IV percentile is a little high, just a little. But I'm motivated because they beat by 20% and the stock is at a new high. Let's copy the trade here. Click this icon here, open the order, and I click here to paste it, and then say Analyze Trade. Here it is. Okay. Let's reevaluate here. Let's make sure that the data match. I would say just about right. How about the liquidity? That's the key here. Let's enter the liquidity here. 31.59 versus 33.06. Okay, that's 4%. It's getting better. It's a little more liquid, but not quite yet. Okay, so here in this case we have two positives, two negatives. Let's double check the current IV percentile, and that's on the trade tab. Here it is, current IV percentile 18%, so that has not changed. Let's look at the chart. You can see hit new high. I'm motivated because the earnings were really good and the stock jumped to a new high. Yeah, so I'm going to, because I'm motivated to do it, I will do it simply because we have only two bads and two goods. And okay, so the liquidity of it is an issue. But then if it gets filled, well, that's something we have to deal with. Okay, so let's do that. That is, it's going to be hard to get in and get out. So let's say multiple, and here I'm going to increase that to $9,000. So that's 3 lots. So still is below my account value. Let's switch to the account here. Let me just try this again. That's my yeah, $94,000 is my liquidity. So yeah, it fits. Yeah, I can do 3 lots, and that's very close to 1%, 10% of my account. My buying power with 0. Oh, okay, I can only do, I only have $82,000. So, okay, I'll reduce it, that's fine. Let's just do Dollar Tree. Analyze trade. And create duplicate, confirm and send, and we're going to only do 2 lots, and that's $6,000. 6,000. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's all there is. All right, now let's go back to the, it shows me 2 accounts here, so I have to go to the single account, and let's deal with the issues. I have left this put to be filled. It never got filled. I put good until cancel. So let's change this. Let's go to the ATVI. Let's look at a chart. City new highs. Okay, I couldn't, it was going down last week, as you can see here, but it bounced back up, so that the put sell, that's the short. Too bad it didn't get filled, because it would have been. Let's change this to the current price of $5.30. Let's analyze the trade. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay, you see the delta is neutral if I short that single option. In fact, I could sell a whole bunch of them. Well, let's see, you have 3 puts. Yeah, 1 or 2 could be. Let's cancel this and just, we're going to sell just 1 of them, okay? And that will turn my delta positive. In fact, I'm almost tempted not to do anything in case the stock goes down. Okay, let's not do anything at all right? That this is just a different kind of trade, okay? It doesn't have all the shorts that it should have, but I did sell puts as I went along. And now I want to keep it close to neutrality. And so I decided cancel that. No, I'm not going to sell that put unless the stock collapsed, okay? Now we have December, the call here, 85, is about to expire, okay? So that deserves a rollover, doesn't it? Yes, let's do a rollover on that one. Analyze rolling. And I'm going to roll it to January 8th. And that makes it really negative. So then we could sell 1 more put. So let's do that. I want to keep it neutral. So I'm going to go here to January the 8th. Same strike price, 85. Put here. And I'm going to press the control key and just click on the bid. Say control. There it is. And so it added a put, and that gives me more credit. Okay, and now it makes it delta negative. How about we add 1 more to neutralize it? And that makes it positive. Okay, I'd rather have it a little positive, okay, and get some credit. A little positive, less than 100 deltas is fine. Okay, and that gives me quite a bit of credit. Send that off, and we'll see if it fills. Okay, I'm going to go through all of them and see which one is due to expire, needs to roll over. December 11th, let's see. That's 8 days from now. We could easily do a rollover on BABA. And we're going to put this to January the 8th, and that gives me quite a bit of credit. And we want to make sure that our deltas are close to neutral or positive. Delta is slightly positive, and that's great. So as you can see, we're getting credit as we do this. That's for BABA. CM does Comcast. Okay, and you can see here that my deltas are more than 100, and I'm here at the smiley face. Let's take a look at the chart. I want to take a little credit just by selling 1 single little call. Just 1, 2 maybe. See that? It made my delta 50. It was 160. So it's still bullish, but I'm getting $500 back. Confirm and send. And that filled immediately because it's a single option. Let's keep on going here. Okay, we have 4 puts. Yeah, this is a seagull, and it's right in the middle. I don't need to do anything. That expires December the 18th. EHR, December 18th. we can only roll the 11th. The DLTR, not surprising, is not filled yet. It's liquid enough. It's not liquid enough, that's why. Okay, here we have a $200 deficit. So really we should close this. But this is a triangle and I think it's going to break out in either direction. So I'm going to take my loss here and just do the rollover, analyze rolling to January the 8th. Okay, so I'm taking my loss of $237, hoping that something will happen, a dramatic move will happen and the volatility would increase. Okay, let's do that. I'm getting a lot of credit for that. There it is. Okay, let's move on to Logi. December the 8th, no need to change it. I think in this low we have, let me look at the account statement, lows, we have lost enough money on this trade, so I think I want to get out of it, okay? And we have 65 and then 50 puts, so we are going to have to do this in two trades because we have 5 legs to this trade, okay? And we are selling 65 calls. Okay, so let's do this a custom, and 65 calls, there are 4 of them. And we're going to sell the put as well. The 2 puts. Let's double check here. Buying 2 65s is the call. 2 puts. And the puts that I'm selling are actually 50. Okay, so make sure that you get a straight line. That means you are closing everything. Okay, so you can see that they are very close in price, so it won't make any difference whether we close one or the other first, but I think that the stock is moving up, so I'm going to close the put first. And closing the put leaves me with a bullish trade. And so let's sell the put first. And it filled right away because it's a single option. And then we see if we sell the rest. And that's a little more complicated, but I will be checking to make sure that it gets filled today. If it doesn't get filled now. Nike expires the 18th. I'm not going to do anything about it. Qualcomm is the 11th, and now on this one I'm tempted to do a rollover. The stock is hitting new highs, so that's great. Let's do that. I'm going to roll over to January. Analyze rolling. And just change this, instead of December the 18th, let's do January 8th. Great, that looks fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna get $500 times 2. Let's say create duplicate, confirm and send, and yeah, I get $1,000. Starbucks is still waiting to get filled. Target is, we are here. We can do a rollover to December, to January. Analyze rolling. Again, this is because it expires, the December expires in just a few days, and we're going to go to January on the rollover. That gives me $81, 81 cents in credit times 300. And that gives me $243. It's probably going to be less, but we'll enter the trade and then see what we're going to do. Okay, time, this is, let's go to the monitor tab. And yeah, this is very, very close to even here, $78. So I'm going to do the rollover anyway. So $36, it's looking good. So let's say analyze rolling and set the short to January 8th. And that gives me $3.25 times 3 times 300. Create duplicate, confirm and send. Yeah, $975. And then UPS. Same thing. I go to monitor tab and see UPS. Yeah, we have already done a couple of rollovers, so I'm going to set my date here back 60 days to see all that I have done on this. Yeah, it's an old trade, as you can see. Let's go back 90 days. Okay, we are going to do this UPS here, and you can see that we have year-to-date $400. So I think here we can actually take our profit. Yeah, I started this trade back in August, and it was a January, September. So let's take our profit here. It's been really good, but it's time to close it. Four, confirm and send. Okay, so now all I have to do is look at these trades, all of them, there's quite a few working out, rollovers and entries, and I'm going to adjust. Let's start with the Starbucks here. Starbucks is trading at 100 and my strike price is 100. Curious that is not filling. I'm going to leave that alone. This one, the DLTR, I am going to adjust. Cancel, replace, unlock it, and confirm and send. Okay, that's all we have to do until it gets filled. If the price keeps going up, then I keep on freeing it, unlocking it. So eventually something will happen. Okay, ATVI, I'm getting too much of a credit here. Let's adjust that. Cancel, replace, unlock it until it gets filled. If I need to go closer to the middle of it, fine. Okay, credit on BABA, cancel, replace, unlock it. That's actually, okay, the Dollar Tree got filled, fantastic. Where was I? BABA, here, credit, yeah, that's fine. It's about the same as the working price. Lows a little too high, cancel, replace, unlock. Eventually, they will all get filled. It just depends on how motivated you are to sell. Okay, Qualcomm, I'm asking too much for it. Cancel, replace, unlock. And that was Qualcomm got filled. And this is what we have now. Target is low enough, should fill. Okay. What did get filled just now? The BABA got filled. We could change this one here, the UPS, cancel, replace, unlock. And that's the process. Eventually, sooner or later, they will get filled. And I don't really have any regrets about having a better price. It's just, no, this is what the market will bear, and that's what we're going to do. Okay. And again, I will be doing this through the day until they all get filled. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye-bye.
Please be sure to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. Once you have done that, be sure to also click on the bell so you get a notification of future videos coming up in this channel. Be sure also to click like if you enjoyed this video, and feel free to share it with your friends and family. Thank you very much.